Castello, and this is the CompetitionPlus.com audio magazine. Today, our guest, four-time Pro Stock champion, Jeg Coughlin Jr. Jeg's going to be telling us about their new engine-building project based in Mooresville, North Carolina. Jeg, welcome.
Well, thanks, Joe. It's great to be on the show with you.
Well, thank you. I first got to ask you, what's it like sitting on the sidelines? I know you got a big announcement. We're going to talk about it in a second, but the 2011 season is off and running, and you're not there. How are you dealing with that?
I think I'm coping with it just fine. I mean, I do find myself checking out the results of obviously the Full Throttle Series and Lucas Oil Series for that matter. And I've been out to one race already this year in 11 with my dragster, and getting ready to hit a couple more here in a couple of weeks. So, still a lot of racing in my future here in 11. And, I'm looking forward to hitting the track. No question, following the series, watching it on ESPN2, it makes you miss it, and then seeing some fan letters and phone calls that we get and messages and whatnot certainly hit it hard, a little bit harder. But looking forward to my path for 11 and beyond.
Let's talk about your new endeavor, getting together with Nick Ferri, Roy Simmons, of course your brothers John and Troy, delving right into the engine-building marketplace. Tell me a little bit about your new project.
Well, as you just mentioned, my brothers and I took a path to start our own NHRA Pro Stock engine program with Nick Ferri and Roy Simmons, two guys that we've worked with in the past over the years, two guys that we know and trust, and are actually partners with them now in a new business venture to build 500 cubic inch motors. So it's kind of a rewind for us back into the early 2000s when we actually worked with those two under our roof here in Delaware, Ohio. Fast forward to today, and we're going to work with Nick and Roy in a shared environment, in a partnership, and out of Mooresville, North Carolina. So we're very excited about it, and I'm very confident in their talents and their abilities to pull together state-of-the-art Pro Stock engines that we'll have available for lease to potential customers.
Obviously, it's a very competitive field out there already. To make
Right.
this decision to go into this endeavor, you had to see an opportunity there. Tell me a little bit about what you saw as the opportunity for you guys to fill a void that wasn't currently there, or raise the game of what is out there already.
And that's our intent, is to try and help raise the game. We've been in this position before where we've housed our own engine program and done 100% of the research and development to get a car on the track that can compete for a world championship, and we've won world championships under that avenue. As we continue to, as Pro Stock continued to evolve, we made a shift here at JEGS in Coughlin Brothers Racing that we wanted to not be in charge of our own engine program, and I went out and raced for Don Schumacher Racing in the Dodge program, and then later joined up with Victor Cagnazzi in a Chevrolet program in Pro Stock, and we had great success with both of those individuals. But of course, with experience comes opportunity, and we feel like those opportunities that we've experienced, we can roll back into our own company again and see the fruits of our labors and opportunities to build the best engine possible and put it in the frame rails of a leased customer's car. We're just getting started with this project. About a week ago, it's under full swing now, and we've got a lot of work ahead of us, but I think we're going to be pretty strong.
I'm curious about the timing of this project. You're sitting out, you're not at the track every week, maybe not consumed by the rigors of the schedule, and then you come up with this. Did you take time off because this was on the horizon, or did this appear on the horizon because you had some time off to see new opportunities?
Quite frankly, we've been in great contact with both these individuals since we parted in 2005, and always thought it'd be fun to put another program together down the road. And we've had great experiences outside of our own race team and engine programs, but certainly saw some opportunity to try and better ourselves and put a better product out there, and that's our goal with it. Certainly not pointing any fingers. It's just an opportunity, and our goal is to make that shine and do extremely well, and only time will tell in that case. So we'll see.
What is the official name of the project?
The business is JNR Racing, which is real simply for Jegs, Nick, and Roy. Names are silly sometimes, but that's what we came up with in a pinch, and off we went. We've moved successfully into a shop in Mooresville, North Carolina. It was a former nationwide engine building shop for the round track world, and so the facility was pretty much turnkey. We were able to purchase quite a bit of the equipment that was inside the shop, and of course there was quite a bit that we weren't interested in. But from the time we opened the door to the first day, the machines are already plugged in, and we've got equipment from drill presses clear to CNC machines. So we'll be capable of being able to build a 500 cubic inch motor pretty much from start to finish right in our own facility.
Let's talk a little bit about Roy Simmons, obviously heavily involved in your success on the racetrack, now engine development. Roy is obviously a very sharp individual.
Yeah, no doubt. I've worked with Roy for a number of years, and what a lot of folks don't know, he's always been dubbed as my crew chief in the 2002, 3, 4 seasons, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And but back in the early 2000s, when he was working with Nick Ferri here at Jegs, Roy was hands-on in the engine development program, very much so with Nick, and the two of them worked extremely well together. And Roy just happened to also take that hat off and then put a crew chief hat on and travel to the races. And Roy's primary focus this time around is going to be obviously helping he and Nick working together to build the engines in their entirety and take those to the track and maintain those for our customers and keep that tuned and running in optimal shape. And I think between the two of them, they're going to do a fantastic job.
Well, Jeg, I wish you the best of luck. It sounds like you guys have got a great project going, and it's fun to be able to watch it from its inception grow into whatever you guys develop it into. Judging by your past success, you will be there in a very short amount of time. But do you know anybody to get parts from, Jag? I don't know.
No, parts should not be a problem. Fortunately, with the support of Jegs and Jegs.com behind us, we certainly won't have a problem finding parts. And the vendors that we work with outside of Jegs that supply a lot of the Pro Stock teams they've got great talents and great engineering departments, and that's the key, is to take what is best today and see if we can continue to enhance that and engineer it into a better product and get it down the quarter-mile strip quicker and faster than the guy next to you.
Jag, I want to thank you. Certainly appreciate you giving us the details of JNR Racing. Rooting for you. Hoping for the best out of the new company. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Joe. It's always a pleasure being on the show.